Hello everyone, welcome to video 80. When do we celebrate? As you can see, we are talking about celebrations and special occasions in the world, and we're also talking about WH questions. Let's see the objectives for today's lesson. First, use WH questions to ask about special occasions, and second, talk about festivals and celebrations around the world. Let's remember the tips. First, pause the video at any time. Number 2, it is a good idea to take notes. And number 3, make sure to ask your teacher if you have any questions. There is a video, and the video is about the best festivals in the world. On this link, you are going to find some interesting information about them. So, now let's use WH questions. We use these questions to ask for information. In these questions, we use the WH words like what, where, when, why, and the auxiliary verbs do or does. We use do for the persons I, you, they, we, and we use does for he, she, it. Look at the sentences. What do children eat on Halloween? Children eat lots of candies on Halloween. We use the word what because we are talking about a thing. Lots of candies, right? Let's look at the second question. When does Sally celebrate St. Valentine's? Sally celebrates it on February 14th. We use when because we are talking about time. Look at this, February the 14th. And we use the auxiliary does because the person or the subject here is Sally. Sally is she. And remember what I said, when we have the persons he, she, and it, we have to use the auxiliary does. Let's check the order for WH questions. WH word plus auxiliary plus subject plus verb plus complement. Look at the sentences. WH word, auxiliary, subject, verb, complement. The same here. WH word, auxiliary, subject, verb, complement. Now let's see the WH words. Most of the words start with these letters, WH, but there are some others that don't start that way. Let's check the words. What? We use what to ask about activities or things. What do you do in your free time? I read a book. I play sports. Those are activities. That's why we use what. Where? We use where to ask about places. Where do you go swimming? I go swimming near my neighborhood. That's a place, okay? When? We use when we want to talk about or we want to ask about time. When do you play sports? I play sports early in the morning or at night. That is time, okay? So then you have why. We use why to ask about the reason we do something. Why do you go to the gym? I go to the gym to lose some weight, to be fit, to meet people, right? And how, finally how, we use how to ask about the way we do something. For example, how do you go to the guitar lessons? On foot, by car, by bus. Okay? There are some other words, as I said, remember? These words don't start with WH, but they are also considered WH words. So we use how many to ask about quantity for countable nouns. For example, how many books do you read a month? We use how many because books are countable, okay? You can say one book, two books, We also use how much to talk about quantity, but this time we use it for uncountable nouns. For example, how much money do you spend going shopping? You can't count money. And we use how long to ask about periods of time. How long do you train a week? 2 hours. 50 minutes, right? And how often? We use how often to ask about frequency. The frequency you do something. For example, how often do you go to the movies? I go to the movies once a month. Okay? So now let's practice. You have to make a WH question for this answer. So let's see the examples. You have the answer, I eat a special lunch. So remember what I said. Pay attention to the answer. What is this? It's a thing. So the question has to be what? Next, auxiliary, what do? Subject, what do you eat on your birthday? You use the same verb. Okay? On the second Sunday in May, there are many choices to make a question for this answer. For example, when? Because we are talking about time, right? Sunday in May, that is time. Auxiliary, when do you celebrate Mother's Day? When do you celebrate your anniversary? Yeah, the complement can change, right? As I said, there are many choices here. Now it's your turn. The answer is because it is a religious celebration. So, because we use this word to talk about reasons, right? So what will be the question? Why? Why do you go to the church? Because it is a religious celebration. Why are you wearing formal clothes? Because it's a religious celebration. Why do you go to the mosque? Because it's a religious celebration. Well, don't forget to do homework in Virtual Campus. Remember that there is always a questionnaire over there. And now let's see some references. Okay? Thank you very much. See you next video. Bye.
Universidad Santo Tomás, institución vigilada por el Ministerio de Educación Nacional.